the hour, Basham Yoshai, Basham Katarash, and the elders and apostles are getting soon. Salutation to Akim pushing this word sincere and truth. You know, this is the brothers here from the Trinidad GMS practical camp, you know, Trinidad camp, you know, bringing out a little video with the finance to the Africa Israel, you know, just street pictures, you know, we just banging on the floor, you know, because we see, you know, taking place right now with this little fire, you know, basically, you see that Ukraine, you know, they're looking to use long, after the voting was carried out, they're looking to use long-range weapons, you know, against Russia, you know, and the reply of Russia was if it being so, he would bring out his artillery too. For example, the Satan too, which actually the mass destruction of the second destroy was like the whole of Texas as it was mentioned, you know. So we know, hey, we know World War III that is actually in the air, you know. World War III is actually in the air. These are the times that we're living in, so we out here, you know, prophesying against this man's kingdom. I'll start off with the first precept here in the book of Isaiah chapter 62 and 6. I have set watchmen upon thy walls, O Jerusalem, which shall never hold their peace day nor night. Ye that make mention of Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai, keep not silent. So the Lord set up watchmen upon the four corners of the earth. You know, starting off with the elders and apostles, and more brothers waking up to this truth and coming in and joining in the war, because this is a spiritual war between Jacob and Esau right now taking place. You know, this is that war taking place. And how the Lord said that they're gonna be taken down by the spirit of his mouth, which is the prophets. We out here preaching, same way likewise out into all them other different countries. The Lord set up men, you know, that would bring out truth. How are the things that he so search out, you know, and say, and give him no rest, you know, because hey, day in, day out, videos coming out, men out on the streets prophesying. So that's how the name of the Lord not being given no rest. Doing videos in the daytime, you know, who doing videos in the nighttime, and through the unicorn, which is the internet, you know, the words continue to, you know, spreading. You know, as the scripture says, the knowledge of the Lord is going to cover the earth as the waters are water. Yeah. Just like what I was saying, this is our duty. Right? This is our duty to spread the word of Yahweh Shai. What the scripture says also, not one jot, not one pixel from the word of Yahweh Shai. Not going to happen. Every single thing is prophecy. This is what I was telling you. All like prophecies to come, right? This is what the scripture says here, Isaiah 39 verse 2. And it says, lift up a banner upon the high mountain, exalt the voice unto them, shake the hand, that they may go into the seat of the nobles. Right? And that is what we do right now. Right? This is not seeing anything out here right now. Right? They have an issue as Brother Miguel was saying. Right? This year right now is treason against the state. Right? And you feel they see us and they like what we doing. It's obvious they not that like we doing. Because while we pull it down, it's so clean down. That's right. Right. The scripture said, lift up the banner upon a high mountain. You know, and this internet here is a representation upon that, the banner being set on the high mountain. Because this word being able to spread through the four corners of the earth. Right? Whereby it's like, they're so tuned, in tune to us and what we are preaching is like, you know, they realize in ways, boy, everything I do in this man uncovering it. So more and more they would be out looking upon the men of the Lord and what we have to say. Because it's like Esau Edom acknowledging that, hey, these had to be the men of the Lord. How they being able to figure out these things, you know?
The scripture says, the secrets will reveal to the servant of the prophets. So that's why I know that the Lord dealing with, you know, he saw to himself that the Lord is revealing the secrets. But to ask us how we know these things where they are hiding in the dark, the Lord actually bring it into the light. And that's the upper. So you know to bring to the light us, that means we have an option with the Holy One to do all things. You understand? So that's why we spread right now of you know, bringing out the charge sheet for Esau. You understand? And that is his penalty, so bring out what's going to happen to him. You understand? By all these other nations, and somebody keep only the book of Joel 2. You understand? Because that prophecy right now is taking place. But go ahead, brothers.
Continuing verse 3, it says, I have commanded my sanctified ones, I have also called my mighty ones from my anger, even them that rejoice in my highness.
Yeah, who is that sanctified ones? That sanctified ones represent the elect. Alright? And that mighty ones represent the Lord angels. Alright? And that scripture goes in it, lift up the banner upon the high mountain. And that high mountain going to this the Babylon. We're speaking against the system. We're speaking the judgment that is written in the scriptures. And what is being listed there also is the army of the Lord. As you got to know, Paul in scripture in Joel, the 2nd chapter. That is the third part of the Lord's army. Which when you got to continue reading and you go to that scripture, you're going to see. For those who have eyes to see.
So we got Deuteronomy 32 slash, yeah? And verse 1, and it says, give ear, we heavens, and I will speak, and hear, we earth, the words of my mouth. My doctrine shall drop as the rain, my speech shall be the still as the dew, and the, as the small rain upon the tender herb, and as the shores of the grass. Because I will publish the name of the Lord, ascribe we greatness unto our power.
And there is something to be fearful about. When you read Joel chapter 2 verse 1, it says, "What tremble in the sun, for the day of the Lord is at hand." And the scripture say the inhabitants are here to tremble. Because this voice that going out surely, this voice that being sung going out to all the earth. Alright, as the Apostle Paul said in Romans, he said, have they not heard? Alright, their voice went out to all the earth. And how did that happen? That happened via the internet, alright, and via many four corners of the sheet, mainly the internet, the heavy lifter. The scripture speaks about that in Psalms 19th chapter, alright, which we call the unicorn scripture. You know, there's a two-fold scripture because it also represents the glory of the heavens, but it also represents this ministry being pushed.
In Isaiah 11 and 9 it says, they shall not hurt nor destroy all my holy mountain, for the earth shall be filled of the knowledge of the Lord as the waters cover the sea.
And that's beautiful how the Bible bring that priesthood, because as much as Esau try, he's gonna take that, he's gonna get the men of the Lord set up. This is what saying here, they shall not hurt my holy mountain. Because right now the establishment for the rulership of the Lord is being set up. The scripture says that in Amos 9 chapter. In that days, you know, you shall rebuild the tabernacle of David as in the days of old. And this is seen here right now. Revelation, it says what the tabernacle of the Most High is with men. Proverbs the 8th chapter says, unto you men I call. And this way, that's why you don't see women in sackcloth. Alright? You see men on our outstairs look young men. Alright? Young men. That the Most High Yahweh Hashem will try to call for to do what? To publish his word.
And that is the beginning of the kingdom really coming back. You know, pushing on a masculine sense. Because this whole place is in a feminine sense. They don't destroy this place first, and then try to and then it will be rebuilt. You understand? It being rebuilt at the men of the Lord on the streets, but to be fully rebuilt, you gotta get rid of Esau.
The Lord Yahweh shall call now the men of the Lord. You know, Proverbs chapter 8 and 4. Unto you, O men, I call, and my voice is to the sons of man. Yeah, you know, because as in the law, as Paul said, you know, he have served not a woman to teach. You know, so the woman,
And let me show you this at first. You understand this. How people send women to come to want to preach against Esau? Them can be easily infiltrated and separated and basically they can get put down from preaching to tools because they like confusion and bacchanal, and they're so easy to basically control. As the word docile. They're docile to anything, women. You understand? But men, we don't bow just so. A man don't just bow. You understand? But we have a superior being who created us and have us in his flesh right now, his children of darkness, and pour us out to fulfill his mission. So we all about the Lord's mission. We all about focusing on things above, what to come. So right now we just bring out the charge sheet and showing Edom that, hey, they have a short time, and what the Lord doing? The Lord using his sword against his sword. So that's so yappa. And even 2,000 people going to get caught up with that sword. You understand? Because they have the spirit of the father, the devil. You understand? They take a covering of your house, our children, right? They run up to Egypt. They believe in the system. You understand? But the system, as the principles bring out rational, where they say they make a trench around. Look. Yeah, so that the system fail with the net. You understand? This is the wicked really good. So people mourning yesterday at Elamite, traveling with Elamite today, he's actually talking about just now you have breaking in for food. You understand? So hey, everybody's seeing it. Everybody's seeing the place is collapsing. Everybody see it and no better days to come, or no how you call it again?
Bright days ahead.
Bright days ahead, or even the American dream. It have no American dream anymore. You understand? It have no better days to come, but there's death, destruction and mourning. You understand? That way the scripture was written in the book of Ezekiel. See if I get it by time when you could bring it up yourself. The book of Ezekiel. Yeah, you finish out the end? You finish out it? You finish out that, bring it by time. Okay? Yeah, get it right. God, this is the book of Ezekiel chapter 2 verse 9. It says, and when I looked, behold, and a hand was set unto me, and lo, a roll of a book was written therein. Yeah, a book was therein, Salakia, and he spread Salakia, he spread it before me, and it was written within and without, and there was written therein lamentation and mourning and woe.
Yeah, because yes, it's in the scriptures. They are actually good parts, but only related to the children of Israel. You know, because basically, through the scriptures, you see Jeremiah 8 and 28. The prophets are all, I'll just bring it, verification, see Jeremiah 28 and 8. Right? It says Jeremiah 28 and 8. The prophets that have been before me and before the old prophesy, both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence. Yeah, so it has great mourning to come, because basically all these prophets was really iterating upon the future things to come. You know, the prophecies to come in the future, and there's the people awaiting those kingdoms about the fall. It's like pestilence and plagues and famine, and these things is coming, you know. So within the scripture, you know, this place itself is going to be things going to be nice, and things is going to get better.
Prosperity, basically.
I could just add, he said against many countries and great kingdoms, because Jeremiah would have been in the Babylonian Empire, right? Babylonian captivity. And some of the things he would have prophesied there would have took place there, and some of the things he would have prophesied would took place at this time. Because now you will understand, and even Daniel. Alright, Daniel also was in the Babylonian captivity. Alright, and one of the things when he say against many great countries and great kingdoms is that the scripture says in the days of these kings. Which kings? Go back to the vision that Nebuchadnezzar had, that Daniel gave the interpretation, that the Lord gave the interpretation of the dream to Daniel. Alright, and now we're living in that part where the brothers and them just went into beautifully. Alright, he sword fighting against his sword, which is John 8:44. Alright, Esau against Esau, because we're living in the time of what? Iron mixed with miry clay. Alright, which cannot hold. So right now, we're in that time of mourning, lamentation, and woe. What that woe represents destruction. Because we're in the end. The scripture says in 2 Ezra chapter 6, it says Esau is the end of the world. Alright, so where this man is going to be a lot of devastating things to come. And this is what the prophet is out here to proclaim. Alright? We out here to proclaim or to profess what Yahweh Bashim Yahweh have in store for this place that we are living in here. And while we are here, Lord willing, we be exempted from that time. Because
that's the add-on we better say. Yeah, so beautiful what the brother just bringing up. Because what the Lord already saying is it's time. I believe that like Psalms in 119. That made void thy law. And the Lord already done with this place. So when the Lord being done with this place, what are you going to do? You're going to send plagues, you're going to send famine, you're going to send... You're going to get a lot of pressure. Second is just 16. 19.
It's Psalms 119 and verse 26. It says, Psalms 119 verse 126, it says, it is time for thee, O Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, to work, for they have made void thy law.
Yeah, I don't want. They have made void thy law, and then heathens, they come and further the affliction. You understand what the Lord say? I am so vexed with the heathens, because the Lord was angry with us in the year, but them encourage, they further it. They put it in the air every chance they get, they put walk and everything. You understand? What they do? They further it because they're trying to keep our people, as the brother just said, docile. So with them doing these things, we hear what the Lord say now. The Lord say, alright, it's time for me to work. What the Lord is going to work? By sending plagues, pestilence, bring it up, Baba Kusha.
And I'll start at 17. 2nd Ezra 16 and 17. Woe is me, who will deliver me in those days? The beginning of sorrows and great mourning, the beginning of famine and great death.
So like, yeah, just add quick. That yapper, because we don't understand that the time we are in right now. This time is no walk down the road and get ice cream and come and lay back and watch movie. The daily mindset of 2/3 of our people. You understand? But the prophets, as we bring it out in the book of Ezekiel, being a watchman, we watching what's going on right now to the four corners of the earth. Because we need spirit to get out of here. They need spirit to laying back here. You understand? While Ukraine, you understand, getting as we bring it out earlier on, they get they get it okay to use the long-range missiles from the west. Russia is about to use Satan too, but we know the MOT, the Senate that take place, martial law, Jacob Shuttle, all these things that take place. You understand? The persecution of the saints. You understand where he will be coming down for us? Because he know that, hey, while we speak it into existence, his kingdom is going down. So he want to bring a stop to us so he can continue forever. That is his mindset. But the scripture talk about his imagination. So he continue imagining that he wouldn't continue. You understand? And that they set as a queen and who shall throw me down. But the Lord have all these other nations, as I bring it out to Joel 2, I've done on a shotgun here. You understand? To bring out, if you're understanding, the time we're going to head into is destruction. All hell is about to break loose. All these AIs and all these things what Esau having waiting to release out here for chicks. You understand? All these robots. I think it was a Northern Kingdom or a white man. I think it was a little more like a Northern Kingdom. Wow, was the first man. It's more Edomite, but it could be Jake because Jake was one of the crime list. The most of the crime list also too. So it could be stage 2, right? Next thing. Yeah, what's coming.
So you want to show you what's coming.
And you know that the area 51 is acres. You understand? It's acres of land where they control, even in where they had other places. They don't actually make you come in. You understand? To see where they have all the secret weapons. Nobody don't show the trump cards.
Just what we know. What about the things that we don't know?
Yeah.
So, right, he's a man who was sitting in a secret zone when nobody ain't gonna know about. Like nobody's always hiding it. Why if they have to they come to light? So the scripture say when the darkness must come to light. That come to light. But what do you think that in the darkness still and hiding still? They have a lot of things that are already finished, and they're saying they have to accomplish this, they have to accomplish that. When they already do it already, they just waited to perfect it. In a sense, they're going to bring it up.
And they wouldn't, because there's no perfection. When the scripture says, and the mark of the man is what? 666. They're incomplete.
And even now, so well, that's like
So even though they try to extend the durability or try to explore in whatsoever imaginations they have in their mind, it's still not going to succeed. And you know that as you better read that piece up in the book of 2nd Ezra, where it says what? Could you just read it over, Baba Kusha?
2nd Ezra 16 and verses 18. The beginning of sorrows and great mourning, the beginning of famine and great death.
So what would have been happening with Ezra is that the Lord dealt with Ezra differently. Alright? I believe it was through Uriel, the angel Uriel. Alright? And what? The Lord would have brought him on a certain journey and had him on a certain vision. And he would have been seeing these things that we are living in here today. Alright? So that's the reason why if a prophet, alright, a man who was close to the Lord cry out and say, woe is me, woe is me. Alright? Who shall deliver me? Alright? From the plagues that is about to come. And that's why the scripture says, you know, the rain, the showers, the rain coming. Alright? And beat it. Alright? So if your foundation is not built upon Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, the rain will come. What that rain represents these different destructions, these different plagues. Alright? The wicked coming in as a flood. So if Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is not your guide, and it's not your fortitude or your bow facing on, then you're going to perish.
That's it. And so like, yeah, so you have probably to understand, if Ezra say who was me back then, you understand, he don't the angel. He's the angel going on Jubilee, you understand? And imagine us in this time, go back into the book of 2 Peter 2:9, they say, for ye a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, that the Lord chose us from the darkness into the marvelous light. So brothers here from all different walks of life, who the Lord bring into the truth here, you understand, to perfect us, you understand, to inherit that body to come, to inherit the kingdom to come. You understand? So we nobody had life, we nobody life. We ready to give up our life for the truth, to strive for the truth until death. That is what that brothers have on it.
And the preacher we read earlier on where it said that hurt none of them on my holy mountain. Right? We know that represents the elect. So what we're really striving for is to be part of the elect. You understand? Because if you can be part of the elect, or if you try with all the ability to be part of the elect, then you don't have to worry and you don't have to be fearful because you're covered. You understand? You're striving to be part of the elect, which is really mastery, right? Because the Lord talk about the inherit a corruptible crown. We're striving to be that because now the Lord say, hey, they're not going to hurt none of my elect. None of them going to be hurt. That's a guarantee.
Even though the scripture says there be some of you here shall not taste that, you want to taste that. You know, I had a dream a while back. I'm not trying to myself on no pedestal or anything, but just a dream. God willing, I pray Yahweh will try that we are men, alright, most humbly. Basically some soldiers come as soon as the shipment, as literally as soon as the shipment, and as like I fall back, this one time I raised back up, and I was like, who is my God? Yahweh Bashim. And with that being said, alright, the Most High in that dream give me the ability to fuck them up. Alright? To what I Yahweh Bashim Yahushua.
And the brother Howard and all of that put us similar dream, we come fill them up too. You know, and many other brothers around there have large dreams where things to the Lord showing you. Right? If you can finish this well.
It's at the beginning of wars, and the powers shall stand in fear.
Right, the powers going to stand in fear, connecting the dots back to what the brother just said, back to the dream. They're going to stand in fear when they really see the Lord that unleash things on this place because they want to try to fight us. You know, they want to try to fight us with all these things. They want to fight them.
Yeah, somebody can get the book of Micah chapter 2. As the brother said that. This Hebrews chapter 13 verse 6, it says, so that we may boldly say, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is my helper, and I will not fear what man shall do unto me. And if I could just say this one thing is that right now, alright, what is happening is a transition. Alright, we are both not going to once we be up in the child, we're going to enter into the new covenant. The flesh and blood cannot inherit the kingdom. But guess what? This time is not Esau reign. The scripture says he ain't going to carry us no more into captivity. So what is happening here now? It's a win-win. We going to win.
Yeah, win-win.
Win-win.
We've been bought.
That is it.
We've been bought. This time we've been bought. Right now we've been bought. We're still in captivity and we're bought. I have precept to back up Brother Yaka. Yeah. Finish up that first.
Job 12 and verse 5, and it says, he that is ready to slip with his feet.
Yeah, 5 and 12.
7 chapters. 6 chapters.
Yeah, go ahead.
Five and 18.
Because Job chapter 5 and verse 12, and it says, disappointed the devices of the crafty, so that their hands can perform their enterprise.
So back to what we was talking about earlier on. So when he's thinking in his mind that he's gay, you understand, all this technology, all these things is going to disappoint him. You understand? So that way he'll be clicking more in his boots. Because he realizing, wait now, like Simeon Toko. Yeah, like Simeon Toko. You understand? When he said that I'm more to come in the future, you understand? So when he was like me, so when you understand and wait now, you understand, the Lord put to level up the men of the Lord. Jeremiah 16 and 16 for being fishers, the open highways preaching, we're going to the hunters. So it's like Samson, when Samson slayed with the cheekbone of an ass, you understand? So you understand, you don't want to turn it up on some brothers to fuck up Esau. And he gonna be trembling in his bunker, and also when he gonna be relying on his defense, which is his technology, it gonna be malfunctioning. It might be putting the red light on him. And fucking him up.
And the chariots and them was playing with the nuclear missiles.
Yeah.
Flicking it on, ding ding ding. I don't know what the hell going on here.
Yeah, God.
Come on.
God, and also too, what would bring a surprise to Esau Edom is, for the longest while our people have been in the gallows. In his mind, hey, the Lord not really dealing with them to that level back then. And that is when he's going to be catch with the surprise. You know, because hey, the Lord going to raise up that standard when the enemy coming like a flood. You know, because Esau Edom, you're not going to expect hey, these men, because in the wisdom of Solomon too, let's see, let me torture them. Let me see if this is really a man of the Lord. You know, and then they will get the answer. You know, they will get the answer because they're going to be surprised to see the power that the Lord going to unleash upon certain of the elect men, and this time in the flesh.
Well, if you really understand this too, it's all about we coming back to our heritage and calling upon the Lord. Because that's our strong tower, because back days are old, they are all the accounts. They know once we call upon your how about Shimon or Shai, it's all you forget when we come out from Egypt and cross the Red Sea, we went on, we never went an axe, the Canaanites there for the land, we didn't take the land. You understand? When King David was playing his hand, if he didn't ask any of these Hamites or any of these Edomites or anybody, was the Lord say, alright, love them, love them? Or was the Lord say, the slaughter, we slaughter them, and we stay in the cat, don't take the cricket, go crack, crack. They had to get put to death.
You know what David tell him, man? He said, don't do it. Because you're dogs. You understand? People are going to get pieces of it.
The book of Micah 2 and 3 reads, therefore, thus said Yahweh, before against this family, do I devise an evil.
Who is that family talking about? Esau Edom. That is the family speaking about. Go ahead.
From which ye shall not remove your necks, neither you go haughtily, for this time is evil. Micah 2 and 3. Therefore, thus said Yahweh, behold, against this family do I devise an evil, from which he shall not remove your necks.
Yeah, one of the evil the Lord had devised against Esau Edom, because there are many evils. One of the evils is to destroy America, aka Babylon the Great. Revelations 13 and 10. He that kills with the sword must be killed with the sword, as the scripture says in Isaiah 14. Prepare slaughter for the children. Right? All this is the device that the Lord have against them. And when the scripture says, they shall not remove the necks nor go haughty. They ain't gonna go all proud and all high and almighty. No, this is your last reign. As the scripture says in Jeremiah 49, the endmost part of the nation. When they go into the word endmost, it means the last. Alright? Use the last. Use the last triumph of the Edomite reign. There is no more after you. They're going into captivity. They're going to serve us. They're going to serve us 1,000 years. Alright? They're going to build our kingdoms. They're going to do all the things the Lord prescribed for you to do. And hey, they're going to be annihilated. Just as you have a bash in your shot. So they ain't going to be able to move the next from that. Cheat that. Esau Edom, cheat that.
Even in this time here, you know, where the Lord say what? stand now with your enchantments, you know, and see if you're going to prevail, you know, even going to escape. All your plan, A plan, B plan, D plan, Z, it's still not going to help you. You know?
That like the man in the movie The Mummy, when he mocks up the mummy on the instead of call upon the gods, so when he call up on the Hebrew god name, you know, the god of the slaves. So now he's not gonna meet. It's like when the movie, the animation one, the gods of Egypt, when Moses showed on his stick, his staff, started call upon, started show all those deal with the pyramid and those line up. They deal with all the sorcery. So started to call upon Ra and Gra, and they see who making up bird and who making up. So just show you how that is the spirits of all the heathens. They believe in all their sorcery and all their science.
Yeah, man.
You understand? Go ahead.
Remember again, we are talking about these with the scripture say this place is spiritually called Sodom and Egypt. And that Egypt, when you go inside, they come and go back to the Yamites.
Yeah,
because them recently they were heavy in the witchcraft. You understand? They were heavy in the witchcraft, and he so studied them. He studied Egypt, he studied the Greeks, he studied all of them, and they learn. So they come in one with all the wickedness. They really bored out with
Nothing can stop the Lord when the time comes. And when he's to destroy this place, nothing can stop the Lord. He could stop the Ahobasha. When the scripture says the mountains, right? The mountains melt at him. I think that was Amos of Joel 6. God, I'm going to read a piece of prayer, Isaiah 14 and verse 28. It says, this is the purpose that is proposed upon the whole earth. And here come. And this is the hand, my brother, this is the purpose that is proposed upon the whole earth. And this is the hand that is stretched out upon all the nations. For the Lord of hosts had proposed, and who shall discern on it?
Yes. So like I was going to say, we can pull Wisdom and Solomon in the yeah, because that, who will not discern on it? That's saying the same thing. You know, precept upon precept, line upon line. You know, the Lord knows how you do them.
So we're going to turn it back. 2nd Ezra chapter 16. Alright, it says the mighty Lord sent the plagues, and who is he that may drive them away? Alright, there's a hungry lion. So when the Lord proposed this judgment that is already prescribed, Isaiah 55, it says what? The Lord's word not going to return unto him void. What does it mean void? When you're going to the word void, it means to mean come back to naught. It ain't going to come back to the Lord naught. Naught is a zero. Isaiah 34 and 16 says what? Seek ye out of the book of read, for none shall want to meet.
I didn't add here one of the definitions for void also is the word empty. Because you remember when the Lord sent forth, it's not the Lord just saying words and in action. So it's the angels and spirits going out doing the Lord bidding, and they're not coming back to the Lord. We never get to slice them up. They come back to the Lord, we should not come.
They are pleasing. They are pleasing. You know, the pleaser, man. When the Lord say, they are going on. You go and deceive King Ahab and a lying spirit, they must be happy. On the left hand side, it appease the Lord. The Father spirits.
So imagine that.
See the blood too.
So,
because one time I was watching a video with that Jake, he was walking past the dog. And just so that dog just turned on him and started pushing hand and thing, and no matter what they do, people trying to push off that dog, that dog just want to kill him. You see the countenance change.
Yeah, I see that one now. That was dog traded. Dog traded. Oh, that one, I see that one too. But they will go answer too. Right, even Esau, the fastest jet, if you like to intercept a chariot, when you move with the Holy Spirit, you have a shining power,
them jets are still the chariots.
But that's that.
All them know about it, when the planes them, pilots them, they getting paid not to talk about it. They getting paid not to talk about the glory of the Heavenly Father, and we talk about the right truth. You understand?
Isaiah 60%, it says, what are these that fly as dove to the window? And it's what you feel like talking about. That's up in the heavens right there, where he so he don't see it. But guess what? There's no more hiding. The scripture says, for knowledge shall increase. You understand? And this is what you learn how we hold in the highways and byways, speaking these words, making it plain upon tables, as we learn and we're going to reiterate that scripture in the book of Habakkuk. And when you even go to that word, making it plain upon tables, alright, it's making it clear to understand. So we break it down to find, like, you know, to find teeth comb through the work of Kodash. And you know, hey, them thing is seen here, them in the church. And we go back to the scriptures, go back to Ezekiel 1, we go into Psalm 68, you know, and we break it down. And therefore that understanding comes via the Lord.
We're saying that, and a lot of these Christians would like to say that, yes, the guy he's here, we jump from one scripture and jump to the next scripture and say, yeah, they are scattered knowledge. But what the scriptures say? They are little, they are little. So now we have to bring together the word of the Lord. And because they don't like to hear that name at all.
It's like every person together. Like you think every person together to bring understanding. You can't read a whole book, and that's the thing. All the prophets get a certain accounts, a certain situation when it happening, and all coincide to line up with prophecy. So we can bring out something in Revelation, in Genesis to say maybe beginning, but then in the end. Right now in Revelation, in Ezra, and bringing out with Jeremiah, what Isaiah.
Yeah, reading the book like that story. Book and then we come it up to the beginning. I know how it goes. You be confused.
Well, we read the Bible.
Because even in Genesis chapter 3, alright, have a prophecy there to be fulfilled. You understand? With the woman and the seed. It have a prophecy right there to be fulfilled. Genesis 25. It's a prophecy. Salah.
Go ahead. Let's show you now where it'll be funny because as you know a lot of us was in different religions, but a man was in church and he say, yeah, it's like a reading plan. So for a certain amount of months a year, you can read out a certain amount of scriptures. And this man say, yeah, Jack, I was saying this, I read the Bible 5 times. But he show me pull up on certain scriptures, simple scriptures, and then he say, I didn't know that was in the Bible. That's it.
Because it went over your head, and now only that going over your head, they don't understand. Right? So jumping back to the topic, who shall disannul this happening here right now? Who shall disannul the kingdom rise and the prophets and even the respect and the power that this is? Who can disannul the Lord comes to destroy it?
It's got the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 12 and verse 12. And it says, for who shall say, what hast thou done? Or who shall withstand thy judgment? Or who shall accuse thee for the nations that perish? Wisdom of Solomon 12 and 12, and it says, for who shall say, what hast thou done? Or who shall withstand thy judgment? Or who shall accuse thee for the nations that perish?
Yeah, who gonna say, Lord, who gonna really want to question them? Because it's something simple, but that's why we break down the scripture find people. It's something simple, but when that day hit, that day gonna be our next month, a memorial day. The day of the Lord gonna be a day to remember so much. Yeah, because right? Who gonna you can never forget that day. That day in scripture said the earth will tremble. Because the introduction for that alone, at the beginning of that alone, when I mean your power when you have a shy burst the clouds, but even before that, when you meant I Lord transfigurated into and fucking up shit. You understand? And then you have a shy burst the cloud. These things gonna be written for them to remember. So when these things happen, people gonna stop to say, hey, we do it, what are doing, what are doing, that is madness. They can't. You understand? There's like no shit more than we have.
Which scripture say? Psalms, Proverbs 16. It says what? The Lord created all things, even the wicked for the day of destruction. Whoever resisted his will. Everything that happened here was already preset. You understand? As the scripture says, the elect was predestined before the foundation of the earth. So what have that anybody, any mortal flesh could able to rise up as the brother was now going into? You know, who was saying, Lord, why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? Who? Even Yahweh shall say, hey, you know, that's what we paraphrase to make myself equal with the Father. You understand? I can even question the Father will. So who is any mortal flesh? Who is Esau?
Now going back into the second verse 15, and we know they say, I think 28, they talk about for one city, fight against a city, one people against a people, and one realm against another. So we look at that the 4th dimension will come, the 4th dimension realm coming to this physical realm, and you feel like they're not ready for that spiritual power. Simple like a spirit on the spirit on the left hand side. You know, so you come them calm when you possessing you, are you running up on the cliff, are you heading yourself, are you crushing?
And you go by a path that bend the whole
yeah. No, but still, what you could do, if you ever see one, if you call cuff one, you can slap one, your hand go in church, so you might take the power and come, your hand actually go try. So you with this flesh now, you get people cut, grass cut. So you gonna get laser beams. If you ever touch these chariots, you touch the power of the Lord, you can touch it.
What do you have come to the commander was? When the chariot landed in the airport, he said it was a small earthquake. And he said when they come out, it was a people that was never been conquered. They never been conquered. The appearance, you see the weapons, and then the most I saw beautiful. What's all the most are beautiful? In every time, in every era of the time of the year, you see different things, and the weapons that was there, that was what I said the ages with. You understand? Just think about that. When the time Antiochus and them, and the flying chariots and the flying swords, and you know, you do that play with, just like when you went on a fight with, you do that play with that. So when it's this time here where you saw the guns and the this and that, alright, we play with that, and even better. You ready for the Lord? You really think? You ready for that war? You really think? When you see the same second Ezra chapter 13, and Ezra said, wait, and look, and he couldn't see. He couldn't see that mountain. He couldn't see the end. You see, I couldn't see where the rest was cut off from. And what? The only thing, yes, they wanted to fight, but dust was a failure fight, and I only smell the what? The smell of dust and smoke.
Well, guys, you can put this without showing up on NASA with objects out of the atmosphere bigger than the Earth. You know, and what would that be? What objects would that be? Would it be a planet just appear? No, these are chariots and the Lord.
Everybody, the Lord is fighting them too. The Lord was fighting them because one thing you notice, when it is you see a lot of chariots circulating, NASA does all come out and say, well, I'm coming from any day. But them talking, not talk about, I come and look at the day up to now, they come and any day. Then they will come and with the next lie and say, well, it's taking us a number of years.
And then they get disappeared.
And then after it never come again because they know, they expect. When they see the chariot, they think that the Lord coming now. So they had to keep update with the prophets to know what's going on. You understand? They keep an update, they're all watching the prophets on the highways and byways. They know what already going on because they already know. They're getting deceived by Satan too. But you feel the pride of them pushing to carry this thing out. The pride. They really feel the good challenge, you know. But
the trajectory of the comet, it was miscalculated.
Yeah, that trade off by the
wind. The speed it was coming with it, the bouncing
You skip this say what? The most I set bounds than the kind of class. So guess what? Them set code and say, that's something called the Van Halen bed. The reason is the reason why they call that. That is the name after man. Alright, because that is the furthest when we get the level of radiation the Lord put there for them. Past that,
see.
No other man and not God. But if they believe they're God.
Continuing to say, there was an Solomon continually say, or who shall accuse thee for the nations that perish, whom thou made, or who shall come to stand against thee to be reverent, to be revenge for the unrighteous men?
Yeah, who can revenge you after you get that ass whooping? Yeah. And man, and he's not coming back to revenge nobody. Good are going to laugh at her. He laughed before he the shop center. Yeah, man, they know that they worship that now.
Right now, them men in the spiritual realm, and the men in the spiritual realm say, them are fucking stupid, right? Yeah, them so fucking stupid, right? Hey, Bishop just saying Baruch 6, right? He said that the Taliban wipe the self on all the animal feast on them, right? They can't defend the self, right?
Men defend these golden idols and they carry nothing about it.
Lord, Yahweh should not try to destroy our future Gentiles. You understand? The Lord all powerful, the Lord coming to destroy kings.
That's why when John 17,
verse 17, and it says, for when men shall not believe that thou art a full power.
Men do not believe that they think already, Lord, that the Hebrews get soft and he just rock back and he really defend them because look at the state that they in. Look at these women, look at how we have the women, look at how we have them. Every party, all the men shoot with guns, look at how we have them.
Yeah, they're all up in the bread and circus. So, all up in the bread and circus.
So that leads Esau to believe that, they them go there and really say, and even Esau alone, and all the other nations that have elites of the other nations that know what's going on.
See, for when men will not believe that thou art a full power, thou showest thy strength.
Right, pause there, because that is an important part. Thou showest thy strength. When the enemy coming like a flood, that the Lord showing his strength, right? Like one way of the Lord showing his strength, but what comes to my mind first is the Lord showing his strength even when they try to calcify with peanut gland, the poison and everything, and they're like, but wait, because they're tracking me. All these men, nothing in the water, they're watching you literally, they're watching your house literally, knowing you're a man of the Lord, and making sure your chlorine coming heavy. But then when you dip them out and you drink from the pipe, they're expecting it to bug out. They're like, they ain't bugging out. So the Lord show you strength in many different ways. You understand? And then now, when the Lord show you strength for real, when I'm going to turn up rich.
Yeah, when the chariots are playing.
The chariots are playing.
You already know.
You understand? The prophecies, all like the Lord's strength. Bring it all up.
And the part here says, and when thou, and among them that thou, so that, yeah, I see, for when men will not believe, and that is true because I did not last part of the brain on a certain scripture away. For when men will not believe that thou art the full power, thou showest thy strength, and among them that know it, thou makest their boldness manifest.
Yes. Who think that going to be? That was the muscle on fire.
Because really actually, it say among them that know it, which is us. We know the Lord powerful, so you don't tell me, hey, but this is just say by the terror of the Lord. You don't tell me, hey, it's that Lord who mash up Egypt, the same Lord who doing all these things on the earth. He's powerful. These men don't believe it, alright? When the Lord show you strength now, among them that know it, it's manifest our boldness. We get more bold because we don't believe it already.
And watch this. Which scripture says in Isaiah 28, I believe in the last verse, it says, who's wise in counsel? The Lord Yahweh Shem Shai. Because it's so wrong. So because I believe in that same wisdom of Psalm 12, it talks about equity or equal. It gives everybody a fair chance. So when it says the Lord bring down the rats, our others are we find at that number. Right, to the men that know it, to the men who stand on the highways and byways saying, hey, those sentences against our evil workers not executed speedily. It is free setting the sons of the heart of men to do wickedly. So because we all get talking and we prophesy and nothing happening, alright, physically, Like, you know, we say, hey, you're committed adultery, Lord, go and kill it, and you're like, you ain't there tonight. But don't mind it for long for tonight, and the days to come, it ain't going for long. Sorry. We ain't fight.
Yeah, when you see the board, you that ball in the field, you understand, I show the perish, but you don't have a cross or the glimpse. We keep it. You understand?
Just to bring a point quick, right? They got a movie where the mob was literally running shit, right? And had some men who went and mess with them and strike on the block and whatever. But what went on was they had an argument with the police. And the argument there with the police was not to make some scene and not to be shooting up the place and whatever. So they tell them, once they're doing this, they could do all, they could run on the thing and pay the 12%, right? And what the mob boss was telling them, although the strike on me today, we're going to strike back today. Because they will know it's us. You understand? We want to strike when they do when they least expect it. So when you see though it tarry, when the Lord coming when you least expect it, that is the biggest boss now. He coming when you're not expecting it, like a thief. You understand? They should just say like a thief in the night. He coming down there, you're doubting it, you're committing adultery your whole life, you're doubting what's going on. Bam, so you come in again. You are the raha. You catch a disease. You understand? Bam, so you doubt it. Come on.
And I would look at come upon Esau. We're happy our fast to 7 to the officer or whether.
This is the book of Psalms. This is the book of Psalms 147 and 5. It reads, great is Yahweh and of great power. His understanding is infinite. And when you go into that word infinite, with it limits, it can. Yeah.
Our pastor here too back. This is the book of Isaiah chapter 63 verse 1. It says, who is that cometh from Edom with his garment? Who that come from Edom with thy garment from Bozrah? This is, let me read it back from the top. This is the book of Isaiah chapter 63 verse 1. It says, who is that cometh from Edom with thy garments from Bozrah?
And who is Bozrah? Alright, more on the Bozrah today. Alright, Bozrah was a main city in Edom. Alright, one of the capital city. Alright, in Edom, Bozrah. So that is the chief place where Edomites used to come and gather. Which today we can say that is modern day city of Bozrah. We can say America in general, but it narrowed down to Washington DC. Alright? And we scripture say, who is this? Who is this? Scripture says in Isaiah 66, the slain of the Lord shall be many. Go ahead.
Continuing and read, it says, this that is glorious in his apparel.
Yeah, glorious, because guess what? The scripture says in Hosea, those that touch you, alright, touch the apple of my eye, that gloriousness is, hey, you see for the blood of the saints, Esau, Edom, you have put your hand in. The scripture said you should have never looked on the day that your brother Jacob was punished. You should have never forward the iniquity. Isaiah 47 said the Lord was working with his people and gave them into your hands, and yet they showed them no mercy upon the ancient nor the young. The Lord had us in memory, and guess what? Time is at hand.
It's double. It's double what we went through. We're going to turn pink.
They may not be able to pay, but guess what? I'll have to take it. Look at this for the Great Depression. The Great Depression, Edomites was killing themselves just because they can't get food and bread. We just go out there sometimes and it's clean busters. You understand? As fishermen. And guess what? You know what we just still do? Bracket your house, bracket your outside, come on, I have a shimmy outside.
I will look unto the hills. My strength, the Lord, I want to give you bread.
That is the beautiful thing about being an Israelite. And not just only an Israelite, but an Israelite that is in the light of Yahweh Shimmy Oshai. Go ahead.
Continuing and read, it said, traveling in the greatness of his strength, I that speak it in righteousness might be mighty to save, mighty to save.
We have to come in the greatness of his strength. Which part of Lord's strength? I believe it's Neo 1. Alright? We bring that strength in about the chariots. You understand? That's what comes in Neo 1. You understand? Then when the Lord come, remember, somebody give us Psalm 68 verse 17. Back up, yeah?
So you walk up and Buddha, they be crazy. The Buddha fucking on smiling. You understand? Show the spirit of purpose.
Psalms chapter 68 and verses 34. Ascribe ye strength unto Yahweh by Shem Yahushai. His excellency is over Israel, and his strength is in the clouds. And that cloud not talking about the literal clouds there, you know, because these chariots they have the capability disguise themselves and appear as a cloud. You know, that's why in the time of Egypt, the Lord sent a great cloud to overshadow Egypt, which overshadowed Israel, which was a chariot, where in night time it was a light unto Israel, but in the daytime it was like a cloud of darkness unto the Egyptians that was pursuing Israel.
God, there's the book of Psalm 68 and 17. The chariots of power are 20,000, even thousands of angels. Yahweh is among them, as in Sinai, in the holy place.
So you know, I pray on this precept here, you don't remember the account when the chariot reached the Lord, and the Roman soldiers grabbed the Lord, and you know, they can hold it and say, you feel like I call upon seven legions and angels. So let's think about this, one legion is at 7,000. So you're not talking about, hey, the angels come with their chariots, so when the Lord will return with his army, you understand, with the host of the angels, when the Lord come with a big bang. Because just imagine, right, we often see and seeing the chariot just blazing across the sky. You understand? So when that's going back into the book of Revelation 18, when the Lord said, come out of my people. How they go to the book of Job, when they talk about before by 6 to the 7th trouble, before the nuclear trumpets like have been blown, just 2 nuclear fire and the 7th one. You understand? To destroy Babylon, the brothers going to get delivered. So as you imagine, the spirit trials going to enter into this atmosphere and deliver. It's going to be in slow motion, like when they're watching The Flash. When they see me running and everything in slow motion, this is how it's going to be so epic for the men of the Lord. You understand? Because we're going to be within that circle of power to understand what's happening right now. Everybody's going to be fucking amazed, and it could be like a movement about the white script. I see in the moment of a twinkle of an eye, we shall all change.
No, they're not going to be amazed. The scripture says Luke 21. Luke 21, you say what? Complexity, men have feelings.
Yeah.
Hey,
they're gonna feel. Yeah, they're gonna feel because these things they haven't seen before. These things when they haven't seen, these things when they try to make up in movies for you to get accustomed with. They did programming.
Yeah, Solomon 5. Yeah, go ahead. And get it with Solomon 5. Go ahead.
Right. Psalms chapter 104 and verses 3. Right, I will start at verses 1. Bless Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai, O my soul, O my power, thou art very great. Thou art clothed with honor and majesty, who coverest thyself with light as with a garment, who stretcheth out the heavens like a curtain, who laid the beams of his chambers in the waters, who maketh the clouds his chariot, who walketh upon the wings of the wind. Yeah. You know, this here is just basically metaphorical instruments for the chariot, right? Because he making the cloud his chariot. Again, as just mentioned, the way how they would be able to appear as a cloud, you know, because that is power in itself. They're looking up on these animes and you can see massive ships that you know, these Japanese, these Chinese make up. That is really basically they imitating the Lord's chariot.
That's because I was not thinking about the exact same thing, right? Because I switched up and I switched up what was the name that they use, because my body just, as I was saying, I said back when we said right? They basically take and imitate what the Lord do because they watch their chariot, because they know the angels might give all vision to see it. Like Lord God said, like, let them see it, let the heathens let them see the chariots of the Lord, and next minute into a cloud. Right? Going back into what they use, basically they use optical camouflage cloaking device to make it seem that they're seeing the clouds. Not knowing they had a little shot there. And who they get that from? Basically that's what I was saying, brother.
And there's always called in them animes, well, this is alien technology, aliens aircraft.
Yeah, but what do you word alien mean? The word alien mean a foreigner or stranger.
Yeah.
And it's that the scripture says you were alienated from the Commonwealth of Israel. Alright? Now that is beautiful. Now, the whole thing about it is these other nations jealous. So that's the whole point. Alright? They're envious of what we have. Alright?
Going back into the movie Black Panther, you really understand and understand talking basically about it, like how the land was hidden and technology that. So as I study if Israel was, we continue, didn't fall off, and we just continue follow our heritage and follow for the Lord. That is the level of technology and that kind of level of power we have for the face of the youth.
Yeah, that's the back of what you're saying. That is what it really is, but you know, Esau put a twist everything.
Yeah, you know, twist everything.
We really represent that people. But what Esau showing in that movie is that they come and infiltrate that people and come in the land and fuck up what they had going on because they was keeping to themselves. Right? They had chariots, you know they had flying by that chariot, they had their own government system and they were living happy. And there were tribes, there were about I think about tribes. 14 or 15, but they know it's all pretty twist everything. Yeah. But there were all people living good. Until the Esau coming, the so-called white man coming and they fuck shit up.
No. What they call the so-called white man? Colonizers.
Colonizers.
You understand? One of the best part for me in that movie was when the colonizers was in chains. You know? That is the best part for me. Because that is the vision that I see in the book of Revelation, the 13th chapter. And that is a day we behold, Lord, will be part of the Lord elect. To see those that have afflicted us be afflicted. As the psalmist David said in Psalms 137, remember, O Lord, the daughter of Edom. Remember them. Remember the daughter of Edom who said, racing. They want to wipe you out as a people. Alright? And if it wasn't for your Yahweh and Yahushua making us a confusion of faces, bringing us a shame for we scattering among the multitudes of nations, alright? Then Esau cut off. But he can't. Because what the Most High do, you might see a more white looking man and in knowing that he's a Jake. You might see an Edomitish looking man and in knowing that he's a Jake. That's the reason why the scripture says, try the spirit. Try the spirit. And just the topic that the brother that was going into the church, and the brother could go into the second stuff from this word.
The book of Wisdom of Solomon 5:1 reads, then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness.
Yeah, when they go into the word bold, it means to be confident. Even right now, we are confident. Or we are confident in what we do. Tomorrow, Yahweh is the Lord want to put that spirit upon you. You're going to get that. You can choose to be an elect. You have to be called and ordained from the foundation of the earth.
Yeah, but we be that spectacle, like everybody passing here, who don't know when who passing, who show it, passing, talk about us. We always in everybody mode as they pass. They being scoffers and mockers, they started to love also today. Because if any, truth or no lie, if it was predestined for them to take heed, they would have stopped here and would have asked a question. So that I be enlightened. But what I rather do continue in your wickedness. The scripture says in the book of Isaiah, I think chapter 5 and verse 20. They say the book evil for good and good for evil. It is going to be the spirit upon them. So they ain't going to be in the spirit and knowing what was about to take place. They do the spirit of the charts. They still call it UFOs. You understand? But he saw them get the police officers a book. A book to study UFOs, the same if you intercept one way, a counter one, because he knew that all his angels existed in the earth, which the Lord made. You understand? This is our place we wouldn't be conquering all these nations, as the scripture say, so as heaven is going to be on earth. You understand? So right now Esau in his rulership, but he was going to bring these chariots, which is his glory. You understand? And the Lord going to destroy Esau in this fucking kingdom and show him what is real power and who's a real God. You understand? What does a God stature be like? To be a God, first you cannot die. You cannot get sick. I cannot finish it. Well, I speak one like that.
Colonizers, like they said, but he did not know. I said I bring it up one time, and it says a country had sent settlers to a place and established political control over it.
And that's what he was trying to do. Because he was trying to get that mineral that was
Vibranium.
You know? He's trying to set up that and trying to say, well, alright, we go take and we go this and we go that.
Yeah, the vibranium.
Yeah, the vibranium.
It's the popular plus.
Yes, sir.
The first man is around.
Yeah, because he saw they do that all the other nations in the early sea. They go and they get a spirit. Wherever they find spiritual, they go into it. Like the certain stones that the Moabites would have that would be glowing. They win up in the mountain, they're taking that treasure. That's what we would have. They come and they take that because they feel like they can make them get some sense of power.
So understand this now. So we as a nation, things like that, we're supposed to have as we are aware of things like certain stones and certain healers and all these things. We don't have these things because we know in power. All these things locked up in some treasury or in one of them either buys them big $1 billion house. You understand?
Haggai chapter 1 or Haggai chapter 2 says what the gold and the silver is mine. So they stored up riches for us.
Yeah.
Really and truly what I'm doing there right now, right, is preparing to build Jerusalem.
Yeah.
According to Tobit, the 13th chapter.
Right? It's like this. Basically like this, and that is spirit. It's like they take it like they church you, but that our hard way. That's
only a fraction because remember when it is the righteous and authority, the scripture says, you know, the people will rejoice. So not only the people, but the earth as well. And what the earth going to do, the earth going to yield forth the gifts. You know, they want to rape the earth like what Esau doing. Rape the land Sabbath right now.
God,
but yes, not ease up. You can just pick up everything and that's special time. Everything had a rest.
You went like a better.
Yeah, as you mentioned that too, first this man so wicked. You remember within the scripture, within the law. Alright, I have corn. I'm not supposed to pick out all them corn. I supposed to leave for the poor. Leave back a little fraction for the poor. You see this, that's why the scripture say about the grapes. Yeah, the guy come. Yeah. Eating up everything. You could never be satisfied. Wait, somebody.
Yeah, but that basically you being a bully. So that's why the chariots had to come and show you, hey, you understand? And that's why the old nations had to say, wait, now this is not the hammer of the earth. Why the cut a son will continue to precept and finish on precept?
In the book of wisdom, there's a book of wisdom, Solomon and 5 and verse 1. It says, then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness.
Sir, the English language doesn't show no real glory to these roots. You know, for the righteous man to stand in great boldness, that sentence alone, great by itself, and then boldness. To be bold, but I just brought out to be bold as what? To be confident, to be, you know, like you're sure. And then it says great boldness. You understand? Which is what great really going into what? To massive, to big, to you know, full. You know, without a doubt. When you join these things together, the English language don't really showing you know much, they're showing much things on it.
So when you go back to the Hebrew, right, Tazadak, which means to be upright, right, or Malak Tazadak. The Malak Tazadak, the king of righteousness, Yahweh, alright, he's coming. He's coming. And Lord willing, we part of his fold. We're going to be that same vibration. We're going to be Malak Tazadak underneath our Lord. Alright? Tazadak means upright. Alright? Ainash Tazadak. Upright men. Oh, Anashyam Tazadak. Alright? Go ahead.
Genuine said, before the face of such have afflicted him.
Yeah, such have afflicted him. Who's that? He's one nation. Mainly Esau, he's going to have his last draw, he's going to have his last show. Alright? And guess what? He throwing body punch, but we throwing surgical strikes. Alright? Surgical strikes going to your head. That's what he's coming for.
Off with that.
That doesn't make me remember when we were talking among each other, and our brother brought up when Peter fell the sword and they really aiming fast in the head. You understand? And he just had swapped the ears went. You understand? Because these men are serious men. These men come back and well, he was King David. These men are swordsmen. You understand? He would have sliced him up in pieces if it was that. But that is same story where the Lord said, think it not that I can now call upon 7 legions. You understand? But how shall the scripture be fulfilled? So the Lord was doing it, but say there was the time for
a legion, one legion can vary between 1,000 to 1,500 when you look it up. So let's think about 7,000 plus. Alright? 7,000 plus angels. And watch what one angel did to Israel when David ran the census. What one angel did to Israel when David ran the census. Alright? How much thousands was killed? One swing. Fellas, when the multitudes of angels come with Yahushai, with Yahushai, the King of Kings.
Now why do this are overpopulated right now? All this places back here now, you understand, in this Roman Empire where he saw in Russia, but all these other nations, everybody basically, when they go into Psalm 83, everybody had a hand in it. So everybody in their rulership with Esau, everybody don't get delicious sleep. You understand? Everybody don't have a part. There's our elites in all these other nations. The elites, Moab, the Chinese, and the association. More about the association, you understand? One of the association, the Hamites are the association, you understand? The Edomites, they on top, they are the association. So all these other nations, they on top and they watching Israel, at the bottom, they become consumers. You understand? We just consume whoever they give us, whoever drunk, whoever as we said, club, bread and circus they give us, we're gonna take it. You understand? They say what's
gonna be consumers.
Yeah, well, we understand, yeah.
This time we pay.
Well, yeah, can't.
This time we bring things, tributarianship.
Can, and as I mentioned, that, you know, all of
the condition I drink today, drink walk to fuck out. You understand? They walk in the streets, plague of the mind, bug out of the mind, smite with the madness. You understand? We're gonna see how people like that. You understand? We might see the Edomites like that because they still are not accustomed. Yeah.
That's gonna happen. Like
yeah, you wanna see Edomites like that.
Deuteronomy 30:7 says what? And the Lord going to put all these kids up on their heads. And right now over in South Africa, there are multitudes of Edomites right now who in church playing this singing and pleading for help. All praises to Yahushai, because that is a beautiful thing that we're seeing happening upon the face of the earth. The Lord words taking effect. Alright, these heathens that was above us, curses stand to go upon them. And right now presently in America, go through the statistics, there are more Edomites are on social welfare than Jake. Alright, more Edomites are on social welfare than Jakes. Because the way how the big apple used to be, no more like that. And that's also part of the curses taken home. Jake writes it.
Wow, when the way down that's the shine, we had a good old jewel to come in. Friends, so yeah.
And it said, make no account for his labor.
Can't say they make no account for our labor. You understand? When we go to the highways and byways and we prophesying, you understand? We ain't giving Lord name no rest. They watch us and laughing and mocking and scoffing at us. These are the nations saying, hey, watch them, man, you know, they go with mad. But he's so behind it, the leaks behind the curtain, you know, shaking in his boots. They went in the book of Ecclesiastes, I think chapter 12. They talk about the gatekeepers trembling, you understand, and the grinding cease, you understand, because that when they're coming down, 12 and 12, Revelation 12 and 12, they're coming down with great bad news that they have a short time. But go ahead.
Verse 2, when they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear.
Cancel, we can't go with them, we're going to bring out. You understand? They want to be getting plague of the mind, they got to go down faint. Because why the mind basically would go and fall and drop dead.
Yeah, if they hear in mountains, that's right.
The see it. understand? Because if you understand the way they show the movies and all these things, you feel like you could withhold that. You can withhold something when they right up there. It's shut and piss in and now we got to go down to all of these other, especially if we talk about movies. They would have bucked the fuck up.
And I was saying there one, they try to frighten us with the movies. They try to put fear into our people with the movies. Because when in movies, they can really articulate or bring to life what it is they want to do. When you watch these movies, it is sent in a zone because it's something visual, right? So they can show you that, yes, we're coming with all this, with all these guns, robots, the drones, this, they can show the power in a movie. The Lord come to show them in the life.
Like what he would television, tell a vision, that is their prophets. We are the Lord prophets. We read another book. And guess what? There is no other book upon the face of the earth that can give you a description of the beginning, of the creation, right? Of what's going to happen to a particular people, alright? As how many nations that have upon the face of the earth and what these nations will be doing, it all recorded in this book. It have no other book, no the Bhagavad Gita, no the Quran, no the book of the Mormons, no the book of the dead, no whatever other book, whatever other philosophy don't have the records that this book have.
I will show you even the Elon Musk and I'm talking about
The Bible comes to pass.
you know something about
Which scripture say? They shall see. But even though the I only wouldn't see, but they shall see. That's what people are. They shall see. And guess what? This is the reason why the scripture says make it plain upon tables. Because now it's no more a parable, but now it's a parable, but it's no more a parable. If you know what I mean. Right? But now it's plain to see. Because the prophecy we here speaking it, hey. This year, speaking about the RFID microchip. This year, speaking about the children of Israel going to captivity and scan on the four corners of the earth. You understand? This is why they don't have prophets on the highways and byways. This is the reason why we had YouTube flooded. Right now, he's so pelted blows to strike his page and remove videos. But he knows every time we strike is head wounds. Head wounds. Head wounds.
It's not wrong. Up on him and the Lord just like that because the Lord also tells him to come and touch him when he doesn't know something.
Touch not my anointing and do my prayers.
After love the Lord,
And wait till you reach that point now, then. But yeah,
and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation.
Yeah, so back to what I was saying earlier on. When you see everything written, when you see Revelation 18 and I think chapter 4, when you see come out of my people, and you see the chariot appear into the atmosphere and they are very men of the Lord, everybody going to be stunned. Because when they have a rapture in their brain, especially two things about people, they are rapture, and even all who are Christians, they have a mindset because it's not either you have a company because somebody because all its philosophies, all the lies, everybody thinking yeah, rapture coming and like in movie Simpson when the woman was in the back of the limousine, they say, oh, we have done wicked. Yeah, the driver going. Judgment Day, are you on a Judgment Day have come? So you understand how they program that they program in your mind to how you will for a rapture. But when they say Revelation 18, when they say it doesn't come out about people, when they say it's true about our salvation, you understand? They're going to be fucking bugged out. They're going to be like, wait, now you might know you by your holy name, or you know, you might know you by your holy name. And other people around your community, your village, or your town, they're going to be like, wait, now, he was chosen all the time. As he was on the highways and byways, laughing and scoffing at all the time. This is the man who the Lord chosen. You understand? But they didn't know that, hey, we fighting off these demons, we praying our work, we holding our fast, we praying unto the Lord. Making sure we focus about on the Lord's business. Just making sure that we prophesy, you know, follow the kingdom. And with the spirit of unity among the brethren.
And that's one thing that they do actually miss. Because they have eyes in every corner. Especially with this device here. When they watch, they know every video they watch. They have people assigned. You know, I believe personally, they have people assigned to you. But then you're coming the truth. You have people assigned just to you. What you did today? What you doing? Then, alright, I realize he's slacking up on the video. I realize he's not really up reading because they know when they click on the Bible app. They know when they hear, they know when they come out to the books because of the data tracking system. The scripture says, eyes are privily against the poor. Yeah. And that privily going into what Christ is. We're always watching everything.
Psalms 10 and verse 8, and it said, he sitteth in the lurking places of the villages. Psalms 10 and 8, it says, he sitteth in the lurking places of the villages, in the secret places do he murder the innocent. His eyes are privy against the poor. I go back to what I was saying, watching the Bible. Right? Just say, as it say here, he lieth in wait secretly as a lion in his den. He lieth in wait to catch the poor. Yeah, that's exactly what it's doing. That's exactly what it's doing right now. You want to sit around the round table, right, wake up in the morning, and when they come together and say, oh, we gone, fuck up these people today, man. Oh, we gone, kill out so thousand, we're going to the idea, the plan that they want to kill out 6 billion in the space idea.
6 billion.
6 billion.
Yeah. And guess what? They themselves recently say it's in the lines then. So you sit down around the big table and they saying, alright, order pay. Which scripture says that enemy shall cast a trench around me. Luke 19:43. Alright, we think that trench speaking about they're gonna force famine upon the earth. You understand? And that's what they call a besieging of the city. That is a besieging of the city. When the city and even worse. And even worse.
Because we don't eat something, it's like, yeah, we don't eat something, it's coming with all full effect, comes all with everything. All guns out.
But one thing you sure about it, right? Right? Really going to say it. One thing we sure about is that the Lord should come back and give them that PSM. And what they do unto the men of the Lord, they do unto him.
That's right.
So the vengeance come back with it not only for himself.
So if the only brothers are way up, all the brothers are way up. Yeah, all the brothers are churches and they put that also.
You have a vengeance is mine.
Look at that precept here, yes,
Ezekiel chapter 28 and verse 6. It said, therefore, thus saith Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, because thou hast set thine heart as the heart of God, behold, therefore I will bring strangers upon the terrible of the nations, and they shall draw their swords against the beauty of thy wisdom, and they shall defile thy brightness.
Yeah, what is it? This says, the beast shall make you. They're going to come against thee. They're going to defile the beauty. They take his beauty. Alright? Yeah. Both virgin daughter of Babylon, when they put it out virgin, it means untouched. Because no other nation, alright, no nation have never reached the land or the barriers of America. The Most High saving you for a particular reason, because when your breach comes, and the scripture says that breach of already before, when your breach comes, and your breach going to be a heat and shade your breach. Fire and brimstone, nuclear missiles coming your way.
I'll shut it. I'll pass on it.
To show you.
Yeah, because see the book of Joel chapter 2, and I go down the point, it goes straight, say, a fire devoured before them and behind them is faith. So like, see the book of Joel chapter 2 verse 3, say, a fire devoured before them and behind them is faith burn it. The land is as the garden of Eden before. It was like the garden of Eden before, so they go back to the garden of Eden. We know, so we have to check Babylon today. Babylon was basically the flourishing, bring bright lights, paradise, bringing out skyscrapers.
The fallen gardens, not big skyscrapers, not the fallen gardens, like the beauty now. Because when the scripture saying Eden, the word Eden means paradise. Alright, so we're now going to that's the art. They had the viciousness. You know, they had the fullness, they had the blessings. Genesis 27. Alright, Genesis 27 says what? The earth, the fatness, you shall have the fatness of the earth. That is one of the blessings. Because when he saw pride, he said, have not one blessing for me, your father. You understand?
So continue, you see, the Garden of Eden before them and behind them in desolation. So after these two multiplied touch them, the desolation. They go to the book of Isaiah 24:1. It says we're gonna have the good empty, but basically not even like America empty. You understand? So you're gonna have desolated land. You understand? Continuing. It say behind them in desolate wilderness, yea, and nothing shall escape them. So basically you can't run, you can't skip, you can't jump in your private jet. And it's goes to meet also. They can't jump in your private jet. You understand? When you go with him walking at his name and the motorcycle, you just come in, you come and all this nonsense. You don't destroy also nonsense. All put it in that ditch. You understand?
They're gonna get the show regardless. No matter they have nothing they could do from have nothing they could do, nothing. They can cry whole day and night. They're gonna get the show for sure. Lord says indignation again, I'm like it forever. You understand?
Alright, we don't last what I'm
So see it, Ezekiel 28:8, they shall bring thee down to the pit, and thou shalt die the deaths of them that are slain in the midst of the seas. Will thou yet say before him that slayed thee, I am God? But thou shalt be a man and no God in the hand of him that slayed thee.
Right, so you're gonna bring down to a low level, because if you really watch right now, Russia and all these other nations, they're leveling up by the nuclear capability. You understand? So that way they're coming up, so you should start level and watching. You see something now?
Yeah, but the Lord done Trump that.
Trump that.
Because he said, I'm not coming like as a man. So even so they feel like they can do all this manly power and all this bullshit. And they could create an Iron Man suit and feel like they could send Iron Man. Lord say, I'm not coming to meet the other man.
Be like Stark, right?
Yeah, like Stark power. Lord will deal with that.
Yeah. And like, that the Most High second and the because your pride, what will be that I say? Thy pride had deceived thee. Your pride deceived you. It deceived you to the point which of the same Job as though mark the way that wicked men have done. When you watch the history of the Bible and you watch the amount of people who have rised up and be destroyed via the hands of Yahweh, yo, just pride.
It come like Elijah when people like they got trench and put the water and all that call up on the board and go in the sunshine. But now we have more when he saw realize it and not call up on it and say that. So that must have should write it down.
Yeah, because that's what the Lord said. The deceiver and deceiver. So he was with you and he with me. You understand?
You're going to be called up on stance and you're going to be answering you. That one they're going to get more down. That one they're going to know you're fucked up, right?
But they ain't going to give up on it. They're going to run to the flicking.
Yeah, exactly.
The sorcerers. For all these sorcerers.
He started to kick down this one, he started to kick down.
Yes,
like the Michigana.
Yeah.
In the series now.
Yeah.
When you realize, oh, that is zap, hit that one.
Yeah.
Zap, hit that one. Zap, hit that one. So now they want to do the one show down sacrifices. And even as we put on bring that beautiful analogy, a beautiful point. Because Elijah did everything and do what I do. You see them, boom, the chanting, left, right, chanting on the thing. Boy, Elijah should be right on the neck. Set up eating, wow. Yahweh, Savior, shine, Shalak, ash, send fire. And the Lord set it on, boom. Yes,
the Lord, the elders and the apostles and we well, so like you have to Sam Shalom, the apostles if you ask for us to tell the video to the husband, Brother Howard, and the brothers here, to speak up how we have something like that. Brothers have a great will still get share that, to speak up how we have a should try, will be able to find through spirit, Shalom, Shalom.
That's rock deep to the Bacarium. Shalom.
Everybody's falling in line.